that. When I tell you to protect yourself at all times, that means exactly what I'm telling you. While you're in the ring, as a professional fighter, you have that benefit to protect yourself at all times. Because I will tell you right now, if you are hurt because of a punch, there is no standing 8 count anymore. Standing 8 count has been abolished. There's no 3 knockdown.
What up, TTC? It's your boy Uptown. I'm going to get to the Houston Texans and the Saints game in a minute. Like I told you earlier, you've seen that footage that I had at the beginning of the video, right? Okay, this is my thoughts on the Mayweather-Ortiz fight. First of all, right, we have to realize that this is a fight, okay? And that's what it is. It's a fight. This ain't some kind of, I don't know, dance competition or something like that. I know a lot of people hate Mayweather. I know that. And sometimes I even feel the same way as some people feel, because the man is kind of cocky and he comes across very, very arrogant. But with that being said, that does not take away his ability as a boxer. And he's undefeated. He's an undefeated boxer. So I want people to keep that in mind. This man has never lost. And you have to be given a certain level of respect if you're undefeated in anything in the sports world. Okay? Now, let me fast forward it and let's get to the fight. If any of you looked at the fight or looked at any highlights from the fight, it's funny how people talking about how Floyd took a cheap shot at him, which is supposedly a cheap shot, but as you can see, pre-fight instructions tell you to protect yourself at all times. But nobody is talking about how Ortiz lunged and headbutted Floyd. That was something that was done on purpose, and it was done with malice and malicious intent. And that's something that's totally illegal. Now what Floyd did wasn't illegal. Fighters are taught to protect themselves at all times. I know a lot of people are also upset with Floyd because he haven't fought Pacquiao. But let's rewind this, right? Because people got selected motherfucking memories. And a lot of people are saying this because they just hate Floyd Mayweather. You understand? And they don't want to deal with what is true. The truth of the matter is that they had a fight scheduled. But at the time, Pacquiao refused to be tested for steroids. And that's what started all this. People want to talk about where we at now in the Pacquiao-Mayweather debacle, but they refuse to talk about what started it all. What started it was Pacquiao refusal to be tested for steroids in the first place. They had a fight schedule, but he refused to be tested for steroids. Then, eventually, he agreed to be tested for steroids. And at that time, you know, Floyd started bullshitting around. I want to see this fight just as much as anybody else want to see this fight. But don't lay all the blame at Floyd Mayweather for the fight not occurring. I'm not happening up to this point. It's not all Floyd Mayweather's fault. Period. Regardless to how much you don't like him and all that. It's not all his fault. It started off, and do your research first, people, with Pacquiao refusing to be tested for steroids. Okay, now with that being said, okay, now we got the Texans coming up. They play us in the Dome Sunday. We played this team in preseason, and this team kind of dominated us in preseason. They practically ran the ball all over us and shit. Not only with their first, but they second string running back as well. I hope that Greg Williams and the defense took that personal. I really do. Because if they did, they would come in there with nasty intentions of not allowing this team to take and try and embarrass us, by running the football all over us. Now, I don't know if Arian Foster is going to play this weekend. I heard he retweaked his hamstring injury, but even when he wasn't in the game, they let second string running back. I don't remember the guy's name, but he did a good job too. And also, you have to keep in mind that they got a very dangerous guy in Andre Johnson, who, in my opinion, is the best wide receiver in the NFL. So that's going to be a real tough guy to cover. If our defense can play the same way that they played against the Bears, I think that we are in pretty good shape. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I think at the present time, Houston defense is #1 in the NFL. So going up against their defense is not going to be an easy task either. In fact, this game is going to be hard for us on both sides of the ball. I hope that we recognize that and that we're practicing and studying up in the film room and stuff like that, so that we can be successful in this game. I think them playing us in the dome is going to be a huge benefit to us. Especially when you got like over 70,000 Who-Dats in there screaming. So I see us winning this game. I don't really see us winning this game as easily as we did the last game, but we should win this game because we have enough experience, that should get us over the hump. Also, I want to say this too, right? That the Atlanta Falcons, you see, that's the way you beat a team like the Chicago Bears. You motherfuckers and like to talk shit. Well, let's talk some shit, okay? You went up there and you got your ass kicked. Didn't even score offensive touchdown against that team. We made that shit look real easy against that team. We made that team look more. You understand? Y'all made them look like they was fucking Super Bowl contenders. That's what y'all made them look like. And if you notice, almost the exact same score that they beat y'all by, we beat them by. They beat y'all 30-12. We beat them, 30-13. Which proves my point once again, that you suck. And that you always suck. And I don't care, you guys won the game. Congratulations for beating Philadelphia. Congratulations to the Atlanta Falcons. But you know and I know that if Michael Vick don't go out that game, they had a 10-point lead on y'all ass. If Michael Vick don't get hurt, that's a completely different game. Even with the 2 turnovers and stuff that he had at the present time. Y'all were lucky that Michael Vick went out. And I must emphasize, lucky that Michael Vick went out. But that's all I really have to say until the next time. Who that, baby?